Let's do some standing yoga and a little bit of stretching. The wonderful part about movement throughout your day is it helps to create a supple body. It also is a wonderful way to aid your digestion, help your back and your hips, so you don't have problems going forward. So I'm just going to show you a few gentle movements this week that are designed to help your low back and your hips. So I hope you love it. Okay. So let's just start sitting in the beginning here because I'm going to turn my light on so you see me better. Here we go. So we'll start seated as we always do, and I'll position the camera here a bit. There we go. And I love setting intention for the week. It's like your prayer for the week. So place your hands on your heart and take a long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. And just take a long breath out through your mouth. Doesn't that feel good? Breath in and breath out. And now set your intention, your prayer for the week. God, make me an instrument of your peace, your love, your joy. Let me be the light in the world. Share my gifts. And so it is. All right. Let's go ahead and stand, and let's just start today with taking a breath in, bringing your hands all the way up above your head. Reach up as high as you can. It's hard to see the top of my hands here, but come up on your toes when you do this. Let me see if I can move some of this stuff out of the way here. I have a small office. And then bring your hands all the way back into prayer. Taking a breath in, reach up, come up, go up, all the way up to the top of your head. Come up on your toes. And then take a long breath out. Good. Now bringing your feet hip width apart, lengthen through the spine, and let's just do half moon. So it's as though you're reaching over the moon here. And let's go the other way. This is so good for your back, everyone. Find what your body can give you today. Everybody's different. And these are great things to do throughout your day, whether you're standing all day, or you're sitting, or you're active. We just don't use our bodies in this way very often, do we? And now roll your shoulders back, grasp them together behind your back, bending your knees, taking a breath in. With that breath out, just see if you can bring your fists off the back, just like this. Okay, and release down. And again. And bring it down, and one more. And bring it down. And now let's do some Sufi circles with our hips here. See if you can keep your shoulders stable. Great. And go the other way. Ooh, big circles. Nice job, everyone. And now turn your hips a bit here to the side. Bend your knees. Tuck your tail and lengthen through your spine here. And just lift your back heel and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And lift and lower. And now bring your whole body to the center. And go to the other side, bending the standing knee. Very important here. Tuck your tail feathers. Lift your chest. Lift and lower your heels. Lift and lower, lift and lower, and lift and lower. Now bring everything all the way around. And taking a breath in, reach up, just like we do for a sun salutation. Now bending your knees and roll all the way down. Putting your hands right above your knees here. Just drop your head and breathe for 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and very, very slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Hands come above your head. And take a long sigh out. I chair a bit here. Taking a breath in, reaching up. And take a breath out. Hands above your knees and come all the way down. Drop your head and shoulders and breathe for 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. And rolling up one vertebrae at a time, and roll one shoulder back and now the other. And roll. Good. Now, anytime you can move your hips, it's a good thing for your back. So put your hands right on your hips here. And this is like a mini warrior pose. So you're just gonna bend your hip here and reach this hand out. Good. And then you can turn your foot and look out. And put your hands back on your hips, both feet face forward. Kick this hip out, turn this heel in and the toe out. And looking over right at your finger. So this is a modified warrior 1. To the center, kick your hip out. You sit down. And now kick your hip out. And release it down. And now let's work with the hips. So you're going to bring your knee up and make circles all the way out. This is one of the most nourishing movements you can do for your hips. Really, really good for you. Really good. Especially if you sit in chairs during the day, because so often when we're sitting in chairs, everything collapses inward. And this is why there's a lot of hip replacements these days. It's because there's a lot of chair sitting. We do not use these muscles or get the nourishment to this area that we need. Okay, taking a breath in, reach up. Take that long breath out. Breath in, reach up. All the way up on your toes. Breath out. And now let's use your chair. If you're at work during the day and there's stairs, that's even better. I'm just going to take my seat and I'm going to lower it here for myself. Maybe they have to sit on it to get it to move down. There we go. And this seat moves, so it can be kind of dangerous. If you have a chair like that, make sure if you can that you lock it so that it doesn't get away from you. But you want to bring one foot up on the chair, hands are on your hips, tuck your tailbone underneath you and lift your chest here, and then just bring your body forward, hinging forward from the hips. This is one of the most valuable exercises you can do, stretching your hips, your hamstrings, the back of your legs. And now let's go the other side. And you really, I would tell you that it's better to be lower here than high because it's easier for you, right? Very slowly come all the way up. And now facing me, taking a breath in and take a breath out. And have a seat. So make sure today that you drink at least one of those big liters of water. You need to have a couple of those every single day because our body just thrives on more water. It's better for our digestive system and for just everything. Everybody, I'd like for you to put your hands on your heart now And just as we began our class today, so will we end. So set your intention, take a long, slow, deep breath in, and take a long breath out. Thank your body. Thank your colleagues and the people that you work with. Make your goal this week to reach out to your colleagues and friends. And any conflicts or any disagreements, talk to them. Be loving, be kind. Sometimes we think a conflict is pointed towards us, but it's really not at all. Sometimes that person is going through a really hard time. So reach out, set your intention, say your prayer for the week, and so it is.